Hi, this is Jennifer Scrapping Kane, finishing out the month of July with a space kit layout. This is again our trip to NASA. Actually, we have two different times that we went to NASA. This is the first time we went to NASA, and this page here is actually a filler page, so it's not important. It didn't really need a whole layout to itself, but I needed one layout to go in the album in between this event and the next event, and the next event is a double page layout. So it's kind of like you need one more single page layout to finish it out. So I went ahead and did this one of my son just drinking from the astronaut cup that he loved and he picked out. So I'm going to have a few of the scraps, the sticker sheet here. I do pull, I believe, a couple off of there. These metal charms from Not Just for Boys, which I love. I finally get those on a layout. And I pulled off that awesome from the Close to My Heart stickers. Most of the scraps I'm going to be using are Photoplay. Most of the layout is Photoplay, with the exception of the blue paper I use to kind of sort of mat the layout. You'll see that in a minute. And then I'll pull in one more paper, paper rose paper that's kind of a black. In real life, it looks like it's distressed, but on camera, it probably just looks like it's solid. And these little frames I pulled in, but they do not get on the layout. Once again, I really struggle with the little frames from Photoplay. I don't know why that is, but I should probably just make them into shakers and call it good. But they didn't belong on this layout, so they don't make it. And I have one little scrap of blue there and a bigger scrap of blue, and I'll use as much as I can to map the photo and to map the layout. And the way I do that is by making strips. So as you can see, I have 4 strips here, and I gutted the paper rose paper just because it's going to be a very thick layout if I would have matted all of these on with the full sheet behind it. So I try to avoid that when I can, just because I do want to save on some of the bulk, because I like to add play foam to the layout on the top part. So here I'm going to do my usual that I do with photos, but this time I'm doing it with a mat around the entire layout. So I'm adding, these are probably about a half an inch or so thick. They're a little bit more than a quarter of an inch, but they're not quite a half inch, I guess. And I've already placed them all down. I'm going to trim that white paper just a little bit more because it was a little bit too big. And then I'm also going to scuff up the edges on that white paper, and that is the coloring sheet. The other side had the 3x4 cards, as you can see there. I decided I probably wasn't going to use those cards, and I really liked this background paper instead. So I did keep one strip of the cards just because, since I cut it down, this is probably like 8 by 9.5 if I had to guess. I didn't measure it, so I can't tell you for sure. It's probably actually less than that. It's probably 7.5 by 8, or by, sorry, 10.5. 10.5, not 10.5, 9. No. Anyways, I don't know. Um, I don't measure a whole lot. I just eyeball a lot of stuff. So here I'm working on the photo mats. This one here, I want it to mat on the red paper. And I did cut one of the stars out of that paper in the background behind the photo. Because again, you can see I have a lot of scraps left, but I don't have a lot of full sheets left. So when I get down to this part and I still have quite a few layouts to do, I start punching things out of the background behind the photo where you're not going to see it anyways. And then up here, I'm going to put this red strip for the title placement. And then I want the blue one closer to the red since the other one is red. And it does have a little bit of the plaid paper behind it too. That was just to add a little bit more color. And up here, I'm going to put the plaid paper behind the word awesome. and it will peek out from like the O and the W, and where the letters aren't white, um, since they're see-through. And I will pop Awesome up on a little bit of foam tape, and then I'm going to use that star paper that's like in the tealy beautiful color. I'm going to place it on the left and right side of the title up at the top. And that was just to make the title go across the layout at the top, because I am going to come up with some thickers from my stash that are gold and black. And I will add Drinks at NASA. So Awesome Drinks at NASA is the title. And again, like I said, it's just, cute little photos of him basically standing in the chair to be able to drink out of this big cup that's an astronaut. And he loved it so much, we had to pack it in the suitcase and take it home with us. Really didn't need to take the astronaut cup home, but we did. It came back home with us for a little while. But anyways, I'm just adding the play foam behind Awesome. And then I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, or 3, 2, 1 blast off is what's on that little teal tag right there. And then I'm going to add a little circle charm and a star over here. And I did put embroidery floss, sorry, through the holes. And this one I popped up on play foam also, and it's going to go across the star. And using a little bit of liquid glue too. And I did attach down the string, and then realized that I need to move the star over just a little bit more. So I'm going to move it over, pop it down. And in the photo, it's really not covering anything up except for a little bit of his shirt. So I'm okay with it being overlapped on the photo. This was stars from the sticker sheet, and then I just placed those at the bottom of this photo. And then I'm going to place another littler star over here, and another charm and star over there. And then the little astronaut charm is going to go up at the top by the title. And I had to cut one of the little, what are those called? Blue dots. If you fold it over, you can cut them, because then they have the paper on both sides, and I was able to cut it. So I put it behind the astronaut, and I did use glue dots basically to put any of the charms down. That's what I found kind of holds them the best. So here's the letters. You can see I have an orange sticker on them. Obviously got them at Hobby Lobby on clearance. And I have 2 sets of them, luckily, because once again, I struggle with using the colored letters. Plus, the colors really didn't match. So I'm using the ones that are half black at the top and gold at the bottom. And like I said, I'm just going to put down Drinks at NASA. And I want it to be pretty center, at least look even across. And just sped this part up because I think it takes me a minute to figure this out. But I will have another layout for tomorrow going into August, and I'm going to start it out with my summer kit, or the retro summer kit, and do one of those layouts. And then I also have a lake kit layout that I have ready to go for the 2nd, since I do return back to work on Thursday. So needed to get a couple of layouts done and ready to go. I'm not sure if I will have anything for the weekend. It depends if I get any scrappy time in the evening or not. But so there we go. I've got the title all down. I did come back in and glue them down with liquid glue, because once again, they are thickers, so they probably won't stay long term. And then with the dots, the little enamel dots from Close to My Heart, I just went around and put the colors in the little circles that are in the background. And I just randomly placed them down, trying to make sure there wasn't blue or yellow or red right next to each other, or next to that color on the photo mat or on the layout, so that it wasn't red on red or yellow on yellow. But Other than that, that's pretty much it. I think that's the end. I'm not sure, there's quite a bit of time left. I'm not sure I do anything else. I think that's all I do is put the little enamel dots down and then I'm done. Sorry for the little confusion on the voiceover trying to get it done before bed and a little tired today. So, and I did mix up the sizes. So I used the small, the medium, and the large in different colors. And again, just trying to make sure the colors aren't the same in any place, one place or the other. And then I think that's it. I should have a few close ups here in just a minute. And thanks for coming by. And once again, I was hoping to get to 400 subscribers. I don't think I made it, but hopefully I'll make it into August. And maybe in August, I will get to 500. Like I said, once I get to 500, I will have a giveaway. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.